There you have it, folks. Confirmed Yuri. Jellyfish Can't Swim in the Night has been confirmed as Yuri. We have Ria Takahashi hots going on. But no, I don't want that to overshadow the episode itself. Episode 5 of Jellyfish Can't Swim in the Night has easily cemented this series as the best series of the season so far. I mean, yes, I love Spice and Wolf. I'm gonna always love it. But this is like literally fighting with it because this episode encompassed everything that I think if somebody has done art, has always faced at some point. This is the feeling that you're not adequate, the feeling that somebody else is better than you, and that feeling of almost giving up. I related to Mahiro in like a personal level. Like this absolutely destroyed me watching this episode because I'm like, I know what you're going through. I've done that. I mean, I'm obviously a content creator. I've done art in the past, but just me as a content creator on YouTube, I feel everything she's going through. That negativity you run into, somebody pointing out that somebody's doing something better, somebody getting more likes, more follows, more views than you, is this thing that you struggle with. And I think as a content creator, you're always going to struggle with it. I think some people can get over it completely. But even myself, I have gotten to the point now where I've kind of put it aside. But there's still points where that negativity comes up and you just can't help but feel it. You see a comment and the comment says you did terrible here, or you look dumb, or you're ugly, or this person did it better, or this person has clips and so it's more entertaining, this person's more funny. It's that point in which you're comparing yourself to other people that just completely destroys you. And that's what Mahiro is going through in this episode. And I think they pulled it off so fantastically. But yes, well, let's dive in the episode proper like I usually do. Again, opening up the episode with, yes, them seeing that they got a lot of views. They're really excited about it. It technically went viral because it was cursed. I didn't even catch that. When they had the whole thing with the sister just kind of mumbling in the other room the entire time, I'm like, that didn't actually connect in my mind that would actually be a thing. But no, they used the wrong audio. It picked up the sister. And so people heard this voice in the background calling for help, and it completely ruined it. But that's how viral goes a lot of cases. In a lot of cases, a person that's just establishing themselves as an artist, it's really hard to get out there. You can get word of mouth going, but in a lot of cases when people enjoy things, they don't take the effort of showing it to other people. That's why I greatly, greatly appreciate whenever somebody's watching my content and they share it out. It means so much to me because that's just that one step that somebody takes that completely changes your career. If this is your career, doing something like this or trying to get that out there. So it was funny that, yes, sometimes that can't happen. So the other method is going viral. It's the cursed video concept. Somebody picks something up and everybody laughs at it and just it spreads like wildfire. But additionally, yes, they're pointing out that one particular person, an artist, a very popular artist, picked up on it as well. And they drew Little Jilly. And that's where, again, everything starts. The moment I seen that, I'm like, oh gosh, here it goes. I just knew the moment that popped up, I'm like, oh, this is gonna suck, isn't it? And again, it's a twofold thing. On one hand, Mahiro at this point is going, and it hurts to hear in the comments, like they see that and they go, oh my gosh, this popular artist, it's so cute. I love the art they did for it. And she's standing back there going, oh, so this is better than me. Oh, crap, I don't like the idea that somebody better than me has drawn the same thing I've drawn. And so it's that hurt that she's getting from just her own friends putting out something that's really cute, rather than it being, yes, them having to kind of walk on eggshells and turn around and go, but it's not as good as you. It hurts no matter how you look at it. But additionally, yes, they're having a lot of people commenting on that art and going, this is so much better. The other person's an amateur. And this is where we go down that downhill spiral that Mahiro is going through, is ego surfing. The idea that she just can't help herself but constantly keep looking at that stuff and, unfortunately, seeing the comments. Well, yes, some people are supporting them and saying this is a great song, great art, great all this other stuff. All she sees, unfortunately, is, yes, the number, comparing it to the other number, which is the other artist, and then, yes, additionally, seeing the bad comments. It is that sad thing that Mahiro herself, the artist of Jilly, she's posting on it and saying, thanks everybody, I just started doing art again, and I'm excited about this. But then over here, you have this other artist, and they're getting more views. They're getting more clicks. They're getting more likes. They're getting more retweets. That's the person that everybody wants. And I think the big, massive nail in the coffin is obviously the later comments that are saying, we wish you would do the illustrations for their art. And even when they do the live stream, somebody pops in there, we wish you would use them instead. It's ugh, like it just absolutely gut punched me again, because this is something that I personally, as a content creator, deal with on a regular basis, is that idea that you're just not good enough for people. You're never going to be good enough for people. And again, I do believe there's two different routes you take from this, and I'm surprised that the show itself takes a different route than I thought it was going to do. Typically with this whole route, and it's something that I personally did, yes, there's an aspect of getting better. Yes, I always strive to get better with my content. But there is another aspect of it of just accepting that you're not going to please everybody. I think that is where I think a lot of people kind of go in that route. They just stop worrying about the haters. They stop worrying about the trolls. Okay, you don't like the arms and how they're drawn, whatever. You're just one of millions of people that see this. Who cares? You're just, again, it's the idea that you're not going to please everybody, and you just start to kind of ignore it. But the direction it takes, I'm partially in that category, which again is why this connects to me so much. The other part of it, and is the direction that Mahiru takes, is simply, I will just get better. I don't want to resent when somebody else draws my art. I don't want to be upset when somebody else takes note and does it better. I don't want people to hate this stuff. I don't want to be left behind. That's the route that she takes. I don't want to be left behind. That's where she decides in the ultimate end is starts picking up the books, starts drawing more. And then additionally, yes, in the end, deciding that she wants to take drawing classes. The moment she's just stuck in her room in the dark and she's pushing herself, the moment she sends that art to Kano, oh, it hurts so bad. Kano just sees it and she's delighted. Not just because Mahiru got better, but because Mahiru's art that Kano loves so much, that she's expressed throughout this entire episode, the art that she loves so much, it got better. Not that she got better, but the art is getting better. It's the art that she's always loved, and it has evolved into something better. Not so much that she's happy that it's getting more to like everybody else is, it's just that it's gotten better. And I think that's an important distinction there, because yes, the sad reality that can come up is this was Mahiru's art. It was seen as amateur, but it was still her art. And you would almost want to support the idea that she doesn't, read a bunch of books to tell her how to draw like somebody else. It's her art, but it has evolved. In the end, it has gotten better, and that's what she was seeking, because she doesn't want that criticism. She doesn't want to be angry, and again, she doesn't want to be left behind by what she deems, like when Kano drops by, sits her down, hey, what's going on? Something is obviously wrong, and you're not telling me. I'm your leader, right? Let me know what is going on. Let me help. And yes, Mahiru has it pointed out. We have an amazing vocalist. You're an amazing vocalist. We have somebody that does amazing video editing, Kiwi. We have an amazing composer. Everybody is amazing. I'm ordinary. And that's what her fear is. Now, she doesn't express until later on when they get in the train, and later on in the episode when they get in the train, and she basically says, who do you like more? That person's art or my art? Kano picks up on it. I love that scene that she walks out and then suddenly she appears in front of her. Nope, I'm not letting you go. Drags her off somewhere else. I love your art. You are why I kept doing what I keep doing. You're the reason I'm doing this. You're kind of finicky. I didn't realize that you were that sensitive, but it's right. Kano is pointing out that you're different than what I thought you were. I thought you were more... And that's kind of an odd comment to make, because Kano knows that Mahiru gave up on the art because of that criticism. And now here she is kind of reestablishing herself. Oh, you're a lot more sensitive than I thought you were. But it's still, in the end, everything all considered, she loves her art, not this other person. That's not what kept me going. You're the one that kept me going. It's all beautiful. And again, it kind of emphasizes that struggle that Mahiru went through, that, like I said, I completely relate to, but so good. It is so good. Yeah, I think the live stream is what hit me the most. The gut punch was definitely in the live stream where, again, everybody's pointing out, why don't you have them do it? And that's that sad thing that comes is when you're creating content and it gets so impressioned and a lot of people are seeing it, that yes, you do have other people that are enjoying the art and want to do it themselves. It's like Mahiru is resenting the idea that this other talented artist picked up her art, but at the same time, it sucks to think that you'd be mad about that, because this is like they pointed out, someone as talented and popular as them has took time out of their day, or many days if that's the case, to draw our art. That's amazing. You want to celebrate that. But again, it highlights the difference between what you can do and what they can do, and people are going to pick up on that. And it sucks because some people might not mean maliciously, but they're going to say, yeah, I wish you would do the art for the next video. What a gut punch that is to the original artist. And I think a lot of people would say something like that and not realize what they're saying, how destructive that is to somebody's desire to keep doing something and their confidence in themselves. That's what Mahiru is facing. Confidence in herself being destroyed by that. Some of it's criticism. Yes, like she points out, arms look weird, eyes look weird, all this stuff. And I like that she does take that all as feedback, because I think that is a good thing to establish. Some of it can be trolling. Some of it can be people that are never going to be pleased. But then there's a lot of it where it's like, oh yeah, maybe they're right. Maybe my arms are looking weird. Maybe the eyes are looking weird. Maybe I need to try harder. Because that's something that Mahiru is acknowledging by the end of the episode, is that she has not been trying. Reminder, she did this drawing back in the day, this art, it got selected, but then she hasn't been doing it. Even in this episode, Kiwi points it out. You found a reason to draw again. That's the important thing to establish there. Again, she's given it up for so long, and now she needs to actually try again. That's the thing. Kano has not given up on her singing. Kiwi has kept doing what she's been doing. She's been doing it for a long time. Kim has been doing music for a long time. Mahiru, she gave up on it, and she hasn't been doing it for a long time. Now she needs to put the effort in. And I think that's what she sort of figures out with her going, I don't want to get left behind. I'm going to hit the books. I need to get better fast, because she's playing catch up. And it is admirable that she does acknowledge that. And I don't think that's a bad thing for her to acknowledge. And again, I can see a lot of this being seen as her believing the criticism and feeding into it. But I think because she found strength through it, it makes it all that much better. And yes, like I said, much more emotional to watch. It's all around. It's an incredible episode. I just love it to death. But yeah, they also established they're going to create a aquarium. The Shibuya does not have an aquarium, so we're going to get not just 100,000 followers. We're actually going to seek to our goal of creating an aquarium, which I thought that was like the most random thing. But again, I think there is inspiration in that. They love the aquarium, and again, she draws jellyfish, so she wants to make a jellyfish place. So they love jellyfish. So it was a cute little thing there. But yes, obviously New Year's. They get their luck readings. Kim's not looking too good. Even though apparently it's got a high rate of doing really good ones. Apparently Kim's the only one that gets it. But yes, additionally, off the side, we had a little discussion about the idea of, deciding to get lessons again in drawing. And then Kano and Mahiru get alone. At which point, I love, again, they've established the idea that, yes, I wished for more confidence in my work, that my work will get better. And her establishing that thanks to Kano, she was able to push back into drawing again. And yes, that she likes her singing, and that she likes her art, and then a kissu. We got a kissu. They were blaming the drinks, but yeah, that was a shocker. I mean, the entire series has that Yuri tone to it, but let's face it, a lot of shows like this keep that Yuri tone going. It's again, the Yuri bait kind of thing. It's to tease it so that people start shipping them. They make art of it. They make doujinshis. It's a way of spreading a popularity of a show. But to actually have Kano literally peck on the cheek, that is a big move. That is where we're establishing, going from the it always has been Yuri bait to no, this is probably Yuri. It does seem like Kano does love Mahiru, has always appreciated her art. And now it seems like she has moved to a point where she loves Mahiru and the work that she does. And that has seemed to move into possibly, it could be the moment, could be that Kano actually loves Mahiru. And I think it's a pretty crazy shift for it. And I'm all for it. I'm shipping the two of them. So we'll see if it actually happens. Or see, the scary part about the whole situation is that at this point, if Kano does love Mahiru, and we cut to the next scene and she's doki-dokiing and they have to have a moment to sit by and go, hey, what was that whole kiss about? If it does establish that, yes, Kano does love Mahiru, hopefully Kim doesn't kill Mahiru. Kim kind of yandere, and she might end up killing Mahiru, but we'll see. But fantastic episode. Like I said, it just So it's so personal. It is so relatable. It is such a struggle that a lot of people run into, and it's a sad reality. And I think it's all about the ego surfing. I think it's all about negativity. Social media is a pro and a con. It's good because it helps you get out there. You get your voice heard. Anybody can do it. And when you have that success, it's exciting and it's bolstering. But at the same time, that always comes with a negative. That's why when I was first starting up my channel and getting things building up and everything, yes, very quickly people are like, I like it as it is now because it's a small knit community. People enjoy your content. They're positive, and I love it. I love that my community is not too big, because I think if I did get to a point where it's like, upwards of millions of subs, yeah, eventually it gets to that point where you get more people that are just wanting to make your day miserable. And so there is that side effect of going viral and getting more popular, is that you get more people that don't think before they say something. And it's very, or they think before they say something, and their thinking is, I want to destroy you. And it's hard to ignore that stuff. And that's definitely, I'm wondering, a conversation they're going to come up with eventually with this group is, hey, we're getting bigger, so now there's going to be more people that are just nasty. More toxic people are going to come after us, and we need to be ready for it. We need to know when we can just ignore it. And that's a sad reality. But again, I love the fact that Mahiru is using a lot of this stuff as feedback, and it's trying to improve herself. It's a bold way of actually improving herself, is accepting that negativity, and I guess figuring out what is actually true negativity or not. So anyways, I can go on and on about this episode. That's my thoughts on episode 5 of Jellyfish Can't Swim in the Night. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, if you did, make sure that like button down below. Comment. Be nice. Be nice in the comments. Don't flame me. But additionally, if you do the channel, make sure that subscribe button to get my content. I news reviews, first impressions, top lists. If it's anime, it's pretty much here. Just if you like this content and you want to support channel more, I have a Patreon link, tips, links, and thanks for membership button below. Greatly appreciate it, but it does. And y'all take care.